Aquarius, welcome to your full moon energy read. The next full moon will be under the sign of Capricorn, available to everyone on the 21st or thereabouts, depending on where you are in the world. So let's take a look at you. What's going on, please? Show me Aquarius under the full moon. Show me Aquarius, please, under the full moon. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Do keep in mind these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all. Frustrating but normal. Check other placements, you will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Aquarius, please, under the full moon. Show me Aquarius. All right. The Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords, Justice. You want balance in a situation where it seems like commitment is involved. The sense of higher self being activated and what to do with this particular dilemma. You do want to do the right thing. It's with you. It's there with you. And it's a commitment to the self first. And if it's external or goes beyond that, we shall see. But bare minimum, you're looking at, I need resolution within myself. It's a slow growing situation. Seven of Pentacles. It's there. It's been there. Love of the self, love of the situations involved with the Ace of Cups. There's Ten of Swords, there's pain, not necessarily an ending, but we shall see. And at the very heart of all things is justice. Can I find balance with this, with myself in this, with this situation, right? Because if I can find balance with this within myself first, perhaps there's resolution here that can show up externally. But if not, we need to understand this too. So is there balance? Is it possible? Okay. Can it be rectified, justified, etc.? All right, let's take a look. We're going to start right there with justice. Let's see it. Show me justice, please. Show me justice. It's at the heart of the reading, so I know it's important to you. Okay. Show me justice, please. The Sun, the Four of Swords, the Lovers. Strong connection straight away. Thank you for just laying it out there on the table. No pun intended. The Sun, Four of Swords, the Lovers. Very strong sense of connection here. And it feels warm, or it can do. It's possible. It's inviting. We can feel the edges of justice around this. We want to heal this. Feel sun with it. Feel warmth with it. It feels correct. Something about this connection feels very, very, very correct to us. And it's at the heart of it. We're learning from it too, specifically, in a quiet space. And the more we learn about it, the more we reflect upon this lover's connection. We feel the warmth in it. We understand it better. We can see it better. We understand it better. And that gives us a sense that perhaps correction is here, balance is here, justification and sense of overall correctness is here in this connection. That is lovely, but it requires a great deal of contemplation, spiritually, mentally. And the more we contemplate on it, the more we rest on it, the more we feel maybe it's achievable. This connection's for us, and in long-lasting ways, in all the correct ways, in all the right ways. Feels warm. Let's see what your Hierophant is saying. Show me the Hierophant, please. Crowning you. Show me that. Show me the Hierophant, please. It's kind of like resting on this connection. You understand how very much tied to you it is. How correct for you it is. Okay. Show me that Hierophant, please. Five of Wands, conflict, Two of Pentacles, the Magician. So, quiet contemplation, beautiful as it is, I'm seeing elements of reality here that suggest they're not the easiest. Five of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Magician. Okay. We've had a heck of a time in present day. This is more based in reality. Finding the will to continue to stand by something that seems to be more and more futile every day. There's an ongoing argument here, and I mean ongoing. It never seems to lighten. It never seems to get better, and frankly, we're finding it harder and harder to manifest a solution towards it. But there's a sense of commitment here, commitment to the self, and then also, by extension, this situation. So it's internal and then also external for you. That Hierophant is. There's this position in you that says, I need to fight for this, but to be honest with you, Christina, I'm losing steam for the fight. I'm losing steam for the fight. It doesn't seem to be related to your lover's connection, which is quiet, contemplative, and it has a certain essence to it of the possible. Like I said, the more we contemplate on it. Now, be you know that lover's connection in real life was what I'm leaning towards, okay? Or the contemplation of what could be for you potentially in future. I don't know, but it feels correct. Whereas the current reality for something else altogether shows me incorrectness, but that you're kind of sticking to it for the time being, okay? That is definitely, I'm sticking to this for the time being, although again with the Magician here is really losing steam to try to find a way around this, but particularly to keep it floating with that Two of Pentacles, because it seems like an ongoing argument that you are caught up in and you feel a certain sense of responsibility towards. But like I said, that Magician's not so powerful here. It's that sense of, if I continue to try to work with this Two of Pentacles floated, the argument will sustain in some way. Okay. But that shows up as bona fide reality, guys. Let's see that Seven of Pentacles. Show me that. Show me the Seven of Pentacles, please. No, I see what you contemplate on is actually quite warm, in a sense that it's good for you. But it's not what I'm seeing you fight for here. No. Let's see that Seven of Pentacles, please. And I'll tell you why. If this lover's connection, what was in your reality, I wouldn't be seeing this struggle. Never mind that feeling of, I'm really kind of losing my Magician's strength to keep working with this. So that Hierophant is kind of hanging in there at this point via his sense of commitment to the self. And then for the situation, Page of Wands, Judgment, the Three of Cups. It's a choice here, guys. It's a choice. Whatever represents this 3D ongoing, it does have a plateau effect, hence the exhaustion. Okay. So summoning the same thing every day and getting the same results. Like I said, that Hierophant, his energy here is starting to grow thin. And Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Judgment, Three of Cups. It's a choice. It's a choice. In spiritual essence, what it is that we cultivate with the Seven of Pentacles, we get to be our own sense of judge here about what constitutes growth. And is it correct for us? Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups. That's really basic, you know? But you put enough roots in it, and it can become a whole world. Okay. So what has been grown here? Well, it has shown a certain level of plateau. Three of Cups is easy enough. It is nonetheless our decision to continue to maintain that known entity and be open towards it. Okay. That means understanding spiritually if what has grown here is for us in the long term. And keep connecting to it. It is a choice. It's a choice. Okay? You know, we can do what we've always done and be okay with it. Or understand that it's on us to make different decisions if that's not what we want to see or keep bringing together. Let's see your Ace of Cups. I'm very curious about your heart space. Let's see the Ace of Cups, please. Show me the Ace of Cups. Six of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Swords. You are undecided about whether or not to leave what you have always known. You see the flow through? The wariness and continuing to summon the same thing, knowing what the results are going to be time and again. The roots that have taken effect. And yet the output is the Three of Cups. It's small. You know how to connect to this and you don't expect any more results from it at this point. So to continue to participate in it is indeed a choice to remain open towards it. Page of Wands, no matter how small, it's still a choice. Here we have the Ace of Cups. You know what to expect in your heart space at this point. Okay. You have a beautiful heart. And yet, I see how deeply the roots have affected you and what has grown in your reality, the very one that you have grown wary of. Okay. And that's a lot. Two of Swords says, I don't know if I can leave behind what's been established. And yet you feel perhaps maybe you could. It's going to cause conflict between what you feel, rest upon, and the potential of what could be for you in this life versus the reality of how it has measured up. So again, to continue to choose this, knowing the roots are as deeply planted as they're going to get. Okay? You know the kind of continuing, ongoing argument that you've had within yourself and your external environment. You know what to expect from it. Like I said, the Hierophant's not too keen on continuing to summon the same thing anymore. It's your choice. It is your choice. And this is going to have to be a choice for some of you of the heart, because I see how the reality has already proven itself to you as something that, again, is already established. You don't know if what you feel, particularly when you're in rest, and that sense of what's right for you with justice, which is a very powerful feeling. This could be for me, this Lovers, this warmth. It could heal me, it could be right by me with justice. But that means giving serious contemplation to exit what I've always known, or have known for some time. This could be a decision of heart over reality, or reality over heart. Let's take a look. Two of Swords suggests it's contemplative. Pulls it back a little bit. But that's serious business, isn't it? Six of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. And yet your cup, your heart space here, Ace of Cups, is leaning towards the positive. So you ask yourself, what if? In a weird way, it kind of makes you smile. Right? This will be a head over heart or heart over head decision, you know? Specifically, not so much the mind, but your reality. So practicality, I should say. Heart over practicality. Practicality over heart. Let's see your Ten of Swords. Some of that Ten of Swords. I would say that you have a kind of romantic notion of that connection, but it's not justice. You legitimately feel, think, and have kind of spiritually concluded in your own way that this could be right for you. This Lovers, this Sun. This is that Ten of Swords, please. But it's in a resting state of things, so I don't know how well known that connection is to you. But it gives you enough to reflect upon it. Okay. Let's see that Ten of Swords, some of that Ten of Swords. I don't see it in your reality. But it's kind of like the idea, Christina, is that it could be. And I think that what's put you into this contemplative state compared to where you are, what you're working with, and indeed, it feels like work. But then it pushes you up against the decision here. If that's how you really feel, Aquarius, are you prepared to leave that which you've known? You're saying, I don't know. And I think that's honest. You will have the decision in time. Okay. Just not tomorrow, I don't believe, but in time. Rather the conviction of the decision being made. I was wondering what you were going to do, and then you were so thoughtful as to wrap it up for me. Four of Wands, King of Swords, the Four of Cups. That's you, right there. Kings are the fixed sign. We're talking about this relationship and how very unhappy it is and has been. Didn't quite know what it was. We can't assume with the Hierophant that it's automatically commitment, but at this point I'm obligated to say it most likely is in some way. Even if it's not, let's say, marriage, it's the declaration of two people who have more or less committed to each other and that you have established roots, as we've been discussing. King of Swords, having made up his mind to bare minimum address the pain and possibly the discussion of ending here. But there are some things you need to clear out, particularly that ongoing unhappiness. What you will do with that, I don't know. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords have the obligation of information as well as communication and action of it. So, Bare minimum, then, we're addressing it in a very frank and forward way, and most likely it's time. Whether or not that Ten of Swords leads to a full-time ending, I couldn't say. I just know you've thought about it more than once. But I agree with you on your opening, particularly here at that Hierophant. We cannot continue to do the same thing, expecting different results. Two of Pentacles with a Five of Wands is nothing. Especially if you know that's all you've been getting. Okay? It's not enough to induce somebody's sense of commitment anymore, nor should it be. You know you're going to get the ongoing argument without with conflict, and no resolution. How can you stand by that? And why should you? It doesn't stand by you in a way that's cohesive or makes sense at the commitment level, so why should you continue to participate in it? I agree with you on this. And I understand the contemplation in you is what it is. I can see where you have been observing both sides of the particular argument, as you should. But at some point we have to extract all this data and put it forward into the real world so you can start making decisions for yourself. Okay. Let's get some Moonology for you. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Yeah. Upcoming. Soon. We cross over into Leo season. Oh, it's right around the corner, actually. Well, everything in tarot is really. That's the passage of time for you. So I want to say July 22nd, 23rd, thereabouts, depending on where you are. Okay? And also the year. But yeah, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Okay? There might be some new feeling for you, sensation, insights, realizations, etc. around that time. It's coming up soon. Okay? So you might have some very prominent Leo in your chart, and Leo season overall could be significant. Surrender to the divine. There's that divine knowledge I'm looking for. And the next full moon, as we've been discussing. So somewhere in between the influence of the upcoming full moon, which once more is the 21st, and literally entering Leo season, I think some of you are going to have some very strong critical influences that are going to help you here. So those are back to back. That's fantastic. Because when we get the process going, lessons and feelings and sensations and insights, they can spread out over months or seasons, even years. So when somebody starts rolling with the impression, the knowledge, the feeling, the intuition, insights, etc., taking the time to contemplate, it's nice when they're back to back, because then we kind of get out of that space of taking our time versus, okay, this is what's actually going on and I can see that now. Okay. And to me, that's always helpful. Actually, before we do that, let's get some advice here. We're going to go ahead and shake these out. The Hermit, the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles. There you go. Some of you have some very prominent Earth in your chart, particularly Virgo and as well as Taurus. And the Six of Pentacles. You are the master of balance here in your 3D. So ask yourself, why is this commitment that is clearly on the personal side of your life in some sort of relationship? Why is it such a struggle when everything else in your life balances easily? You're good at it. If this is your mode of operation, and I strongly suspect it is, this is everyday stuff, guys. I know what I can balance. There's nothing I can't balance. Any contract, any sense of difficulty with anyone, anywhere, anytime, any place, I can figure it out, and I can stand by it. Some of you take a great deal of natural and healthy pride. There's nothing I can't work through. There's nothing I can't balance. Right? So why is it the one that's so close to you, that's so much more intimate, is the one that you have the least energy you want to spare to anymore? Because it has been balancing back with you? Or because every day it remains an obstacle? Okay. Remember, in situations like this, where our more intimate relationships are very much part of our lives, it takes two. Okay? Whatever this is doesn't want to settle and balance with you. It's been an ongoing state of whatever. I want you to take that and measure against your life. Okay? Let's see if I can get any more references to time. And Five of Swords, straight away with that. The High Priestess, the Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a form of self-sabotage just via that sense of not listening to ourselves. It's classic self-sabotage. It's very, very common. That's why it's classic. Just frankly not listening to our intuitive self and telling ourselves, I've just been open to this over time. I've been open to a solution this whole time, Christina. I don't think so. I think you've been knowing what to expect from this. That's why it's a decision, Page of Wands, no matter how small, to keep showing interest into the same dynamic over and over again. And you know what the results to expect at this point. So again, this is anti-listening to the self. Five of Swords, the High Priestess. It's not an insult, so don't take it as one. We can and will, as human beings, tell ourselves what we need to in order to avoid a very particular sore point in our lives. Okay. And it's kind of like, I've been open to this. I've been open to this. And where have we not seen the participation back? Where have we not given the best of ourselves because we're no longer inclined to? Okay. These are all very realistic concepts, guys. Anything else here, please? Page of Pentacles, small investment. How so? Okay. Taking action, Knight of Swords. Small investment, Ten of Cups. Death is in reverse. Because of the lack of investment here, and it's showing up in a more comprehensive way, it remains an ongoing argument. There it is again, Five of Wands. This is something that can't be transformed. Death in reverse tends to be a little bit more on the non-negotiable side. At least when death is in the upright, we have the primary objective, first and foremost, is transformative. But in this dynamic, whatever it is, it will not harmonize. The Five of Wands remains a perpetual block. I mean, continuously dissatisfied with the greater scheme of things. And why am I still committed to this and giving to it? These are all good questions. These are all good questions. Okay? And things that we need to very much contemplate and give more consideration to. And I do see it here. Okay. I do believe an answer for you is at hand soon. All right, Aquarius, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.